What's going on, everyone? I figured I would make a nice little YouTube video showing off kind of the build if you have tuned into my stream and seen me making this massive project spanning across, I think it's about 3 islands, 4 islands, somewhere around there, using castles, keeps, and forts. This is on a modded server that I help run with contributes to anybody who donates and would like to join. It is a PVE server on Ark running Crystal Isles. It's a fun little server. We spent a good couple of weeks, English is hard, setting it up, and we got a good amount of mods put into it. We got a castles, keeps, and forts, S+, awesome teleporters, awesome spyglasses, a good couple others as well. We got boosted resources on a couple of things. Our maturation speeds have been kind of tweaked, and yeah, so let's check it out. So this is kind of the little outpost that I made out here. One of my clan members challenged me to build out of wood, and this is the structure that I created. So this is kind of the outer wall and defenses with the towers. Oh, let's get rid of you real quick. I don't want to deal with you. Thanks for showing up. So we got little, houses for everybody to sleep in, for the would-be guards. If this was a real location, I guess you could say. Couple little crop plots for growing while they're out here. Little great hall. I think there's 4 buildings I put in here. It's gotten so big I've honestly kind of lost track of what's all in everything. For the most part, a lot of the buildings are pretty much identical, with the exception of a couple of tweaks. Like this one right here, this is actually the main wall between this doorway right here. This one I think is a 3-story. No, this is a 2-story. This would be like, I guess, the general's quarters, or whoever's in charge of the area. Military wise, this one's the 3-story, I think. Yeah, this goes into a 2. Up onto the outer wall. The view for Crystal Isles is just amazing anywhere you go. This is pretty much my first time ever playing on Crystal Isles when we started up the server, and I've loved it ever since we started playing on it. And then over that way, we'll go check that out probably next. That's where the greenhouse is, the little Showoff greenhouse. So walking up here, have our nice little greenhouse that I put in. I wanted to do kind of something that had, it's big enough that it wasn't stupid big. Wanted, a couple like little flying animals and all that in here too. And you got your plant species Y or Z. My ex, I guess, decided to die on me, so I gotta figure out what happened with that. What kind do we got? Dimorph egg. Give me some Arcatina paste. So this is the main bridge from mainland to the main, essentially, city that's being built right now, that I'm in the process of. This whole, once this is finished, I'm gonna kind of fill in with like little shops and like houses and things like that. So it's gonna almost kind of look like an actual like legit village. This is the superstructure that I'm working on right now. I call it my angry robot castle. It looks like a ticked off robot when you actually look at it from a little high up. Little stables right here. I don't remember. I did put a stairwell in here. Inner wall, which you can fully walk through. This comes out right here. Back towards that tower. This was fun. I really enjoyed trying to make this. It was a pain, but it came out really cool. You can either go down or up on both sides, and it helixes all the way up. And then that was the first structure that I actually started off in, and then made my way this way, and then eventually to mainland. So we'll work our way that way next. So on the server, we commonly refer to this as the Great Heathen Temple, and you'll kind of see why in a second. This is the kill box area. Now we're inside the first wall section. First wall? Yeah, first wall. This is now the second wall, main structure. And it's just at night, it's so crazy to look at, actually. It looks so wild at night. I actually like how it looks at night more than I like during the day. But during the day, building is so much easier. So I guess we'll start from the outside, because there's 2 or 3 things on the outside. In this section back here, we got the monk's brewing area. You can craft the finest of the finest ale. Other than that, we got the wall defensing area. And then each one of those towers have ballistas on top. A nice little garden, just kind of spruce up the area. We'll head down that way, during the day. I'll show off all of that. Nice little, barn area animals. Nothing too crazy in here, just, a couple dodos, little horses, things like that. I did have a sheep, but the sheep likes to wander off. He likes to get caught back here. We got hidden wall, door access. Let's go check out inside. And our nice little Phoenix display. This little guy, this is a mod right here. This is a cool little mod to have on a server. It's called the altar. So what's nice about it is if you have a damaged item, you can place it in there and you can quote unquote pray to it and it'll essentially repair the item. So it's pretty nice to have, especially if you have something that costs a lot to repair. We do have a couple of things on our server that you can upgrade. It does cost a lot to upgrade that item and tweak it and all that stuff, so it is kind of handy to have the altar to repair it. So we got our nice little, this is another one of our favorited spots right here. We got the Rockwells and the other bosses and all that fun. The Bigfoot chilling behind the wall. Then our nice little switch, which does actually work on a lot of stuff. Boom, I think it's this one. Yep. So that does the bells. I think this one has 4, 5, 6. I think it's got 8 bells on this one, if I remember correctly. And then main crafting room inside the church. Pardon the dog barking. then moving up this way, this will be a little bedroom, bed spawns, things like that. Nothing too crazy up here. And then wait, there's more. And here's a little greenhouse. I do not get the greenhouse buff with this. S Plus and Castles, Keeps, and Forts don't like to interact with each other, so there are different sizes with things. And with just how it's built, it doesn't give me the greenhouse buff, but it still looks nice. So I still dig how this turned out. So this is also one of the latest additions to this entire area. Just a nice little, little basic dock. Got our little crafting area. 2 boats docked. I think I have a couple canoes in. I brought those in from Gen 2. We wanted to see some of the new stuff that's coming in. We saw the canoes and I was like, you know what, they're not going to be doing anything. They're not going to cause any harm. I brought them in and used them as accents. I think they're a nice little touch. This is also one of the mods as well that we have in here, the workshops. And I think I have... No, I thought I had one over here as well. The pirate ship. This took a little bit of time. It was a pain, but I got it working finally. I did follow a little bit of a video to try and get most of this. There are a few tweaks I did. Now on Crystal Isles, there is a fun little surprise in the water. I won't ruin it if nobody has ever played it who's watching this, but just know it does not like boats. I will say that. Got our little nice little throne for whoever's sailing that's in charge. Now the one downfall of this build, it is a lot easier with 2 people because you cannot see anything when you are sailing. But the video, I will leave a link in the description for whoever would like to also build one if they have the Castles, Keeps, and Forts, and you can follow along as well. Now the other ship, this guy actually may need to kind of fly a little bit to get into it because I don't have a way of getting in at the moment. Oh wait, yeah I do. I can just drop on in and go. I always forget this is down here. This was a pain because of like this. This is the entire underside of it. So now we got our row spots. I do need to put a map right there to complete it. Now that I'm thinking about it. Enough storage to go completely raiding. I'd like to put a couple beer barrels in there, but I can't get it. It's just not working. So if anybody watching has an idea on how I can put a beer barrel, let me know. This though is another... No, I don't want to pick those up. I want to drive. This is another fun one to build. I've had a lot of fun building with these mods that we have on here.